Welcome once again back to the lab. It is your old Professor Pilkin. We got a little bit to discuss today. We got some news earlier on in the week as the current 7-star raid actually expired. It will be rerunning this weekend, so if you did not get Typhlosion, it's a great opportunity to. And I'm going to show you a good way to actually be, if you didn't watch my video on being part of the group raid, I've got some stellar news for you coming up at the second half of this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, stay up to date with all this. We're going to cover all this Pokemon on Scarlet and Violet, and I've got more Pokemon coming for you guys really soon. I've just been trying to find the right game and the right event, and I think I finally put my finger on it. So, let's jump into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, though. We got this new Pokemon here. Now, currently it is unnamed. We know very little nothing about it. This Pokemon was seen in the first episode of Pokemon Horizons. Basically, this looks like it is going to be a pre-evolved form of this legendary Pokemon, Terapagos. Now, that's not guaranteed, but I mean, the resemblance is just ridiculous. I mean, plus, we already know it's a turtle Pokemon. It can pull itself into the shell. It just makes an insane amount of sense. So, we can pretty much surmise that this Pokemon is I believe only the fourth legendary Pokemon that actually evolves, which is really interesting. I know that there's an argument that there's technically 5 evolutions, but there's 4 pre-evolved forms of legendaries, at least that we know of at this point, which is kind of its own weird thing. But so Terapagos was revealed during the press event for 2023, along with how do you pronounce his name? Ogerpon. I think I'm pronouncing that probably terribly wrong. But these are going to be for the expansions for Scarlet and Violet that are coming in late part of the year. Now, if you have not pre-ordered, remember when you pre-order that, I believe it's still relevant. I'd have to double check it, but if you do the pre-order, you can actually get the Hisuian Zoroark as part of that pre-order bundle, so to speak. So if you're looking to do this expansion, I would highly recommend doing that. It is super worthwhile. But these are all brand new Pokemon that are coming, and it's neat to finally see them in the anime. Now, on to the main portion of this video. We are getting, of course, the rerun of Typhlosion this weekend, and one of the big drawbacks I saw, everyone was talking about the Annihilape build. Apparently, there's a Vaporeon build too that you can, that's maybe not as good, but still quite feasible. But we talked about Blissey. Now, Blissey will be getting a 5-star Tera Raid, and as you can see, it's going to be a random Tera type. But you're going to be able to get a 5-star Tera Raid for Blissey this coming weekend, along with the rerun of Typhlosion. Now, why this is super relevant is because a lot of people are going to be running that Annihilape build, and Annihilape, you get 2 or 3 of those guys in there, you run a heavy risk of kind of that early sacrifice that you have to do with Annihilape. You run a heavy risk of running down the clock. If you have one Blissey, just one Blissey, you actually mitigate that risk by a huge margin. So I'd really recommend, if you guys are looking to run that the Typhlosion raid this weekend, think about running a support. Get one of these 5-star Blisseys. They're not going to be terribly difficult. They're going to be level 75. Just target whatever Tera type that you're going to be going in with. Or even neutral damage should easily be able to handle this so long as you're going with a good level 100 Pokemon. The damage difference between level 75 and level 100 is pretty astonishing. So any good level 100, so long as it's not at a severe disadvantage to the Tera type, should be more than good. Now, the moves these guys are going to have is Heat Pulse, Last Resort, Soft Boiled, and Seismic Toss. We'll jump in and we'll actually kind of do a deep dive on this on Thursday when the event drops, so stay tuned for that. That'll literally be in 2 days, so make sure, once again, you guys subscribe if you haven't already. We'll talk a little bit more about Blissey at that point, but know that this is what is currently coming. So, we got a new legendary revealed, and we've got one of these 5-star raids that's super relevant to that 7-star raid. So those of you that don't have Typhlosion, Great opportunity this weekend to just run support with those people that are going to be hammering down with Annihilape and really help those builds out. If you guys want to see the Vaporeon build, I'll try to scrounge up some information on that. I haven't built my Vaporeon for it, but if you guys mention in the comments that you want to see that, I'll definitely make a point to also try to get that out this weekend as well. I do have the breeding guide for Typhlosion coming here really soon. We should have that hopefully tomorrow. So once again, see you guys with more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coming up real soon, and thank you so much for watching.